So what do you say? Team Beverly in the final time? Let's get it. You're about to be schooled.
I'm here for some fun.
Yeah, it's definitely difficult.
This first year is going to be a big adjustment.
Life's changing.
I believe in your talent.
You're lucky it does. Because I haven't seen it yet. This is going to plan. Everybody's having fun there. My football dreams are shattering. You spent most of your life carrying me. What's carrying you? As a peak in high school. Living in high school does not matter anymore.
I know the sacrifice that it takes to achieve your dreams.
You gotta get up to the sport of nothing. Is it real?
Some of us carve our own paths.
We need to start putting the plan.
All American. New episode this Monday at 8/7 Central. Only on the CW.
When I was flying, I used to love sitting on the ramp.
Yeah, won't be no more.
Face experience.
Just a little bump it up.
Being on never coming
Up.
kind of brought that back.
Yeah, no, I know. Pump it up, though.
You get what it's supposed to be getting, yeah?
Man, pump it up, ain't no joke.
Exactly what it's supposed to be getting.
That's gonna keep all the,
Huh?
that's like the only thing that other lady who do my hair use. She ain't use it.
Pump it up.
Yeah.
The truth is, I think we all have this
I don't know
strength
how the
inside
fuck
of us,
she do
but
it.
until you're tested, you just don't know it's
How
there.
she get it done?
This could be you. Hit up NickCannonShow.com for tickets to join my studio audience. Join in your freshest fits, and I'll see you here soon. Welcome back, small family.
You got a moss on you.
Definitely give it pumpkin vibe.
On TV.
Get a who about
Pumpkin.
Halloween.
Mobile momentum vibe that we rocking with right now. Looking up to so many people, been inspired by so many people. But my next guest powerful story is about reinvention and redemption. He has risen to the highest levels of business and sports, sharing a friendship in courtside seats with the one and only Michael Jordan and so many others. But he never shared his biggest secret. Take a look. As former president of the Portland Trail Blazers and current chairman of the iconic Jordan brand, his closest friends include Michael Jordan, Nike chairman and co-founder Phil Knight, and NBA commissioner Adam Silver. And for over half a decade, he's been keeping a secret, all of them. Growing up in West Philadelphia in the 60s, Larry joined
That's
the
what I'm
local
saying.
gang
If
at
they
age
made it,
16 on September 9th,
bruh,
1965.
we can make it. We just gotta,
Soon-to-be father of two.
you know, we just gotta figure it out. They figured it out and they never looked back.
After serving more than 4 years for the murder, he was later
Jesus.
incarcerated for armed robbery. At age 30, he was released. As a changed man with a
That's a
college
jail
degree
and
that he
order.
earned while in jail, he worked his way up the corporate world, eventually landing at Nike in 1997. Now he's sharing his story in his new memoir, Jump, in the hope that others can learn from his journey to prove that redemption is possible and that everyone deserves a second chance. Wow, such a powerful and touching and inspiring story. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the one and only Larry Miller. OG. I mean, I don't even know where to start because obviously I've been a fan of yours and everything that you've done in the space of business and specifically apparel, fashion. The Kicks, biggest Jordan fan.
Oh, he was owner of Jordan? The creator?
And
I don't
if I had the
know.
opportunity to read this book, man, my respect level for you.
But I'm guessing because they got all the little
to the
Nikes and
moon. But
Jordans
then,
up there on
I
the
mean,
stand.
this secret that you kept for over 50 years. Why now? Why choose to talk about it now in such a big way?
Well, you're right, Nick. This was something that I kept
secret, carried around with me, and hoped that nobody would ever
Oh,
find
he's the
out.
chairman of the
But
Jordan
my
brand.
daughter, who you're going to meet in a little bit, she convinced me that this was a story that could help some people and that could motivate and inspire some people. And so for me, that's what drove me to do this. You're right. I could have. A friend of mine said, "Man, you were planning to take this story to the grave with you," and I was like, "Yeah, I was." But the reality is, I understand and recognize the fact
Nah,
that
he okay with
this
letting
is a
it be
story that
out,
can help
and
some
all
people.
he done made
The
his
other
money
thing,
off of
the
it.
other reason I figured that this was the right thing to do, I've been extremely blessed in my life. I mean, I've been blessed beyond my
Time to
wildest
bless
dreams, and I
others.
just felt like if I didn't share this story and try to help some people with this story, that I wasn't showing the gratitude for how blessed I've been.
You shared that, sometimes you would actually be inspiring young people that probably weren't in similar situations that you were, but you couldn't speak on.
Couldn't really share the whole story with them. I would go in and talk about my, education, my career, all that, but I couldn't share the part that I think probably they needed to hear the most. You know what I mean? The fact that I had been through and was going through things that they were going through, living in the kind of situation and dealing in the street kind of situation that they were going through, but I wasn't comfortable to share that.
Man, you're gonna help so many people with this book, and I tell you,
It be like that
it's
though.
outstanding.
That's what the girl you from the streets to the boardroom.
The secret malignant grip on your life became home, and the dark dreams fueled paranoia during the day, which made the nights even darker. Like even that, so. How did it eat at you, knowing? And then you talk about being at the White House and thinking they were gonna catch you and checking your background and all of this stuff. Like that had to be constant. That had to be like on you.
It was constant. And over the years, I had those nightmares were like a regular thing. That
Oh, so they must have didn't know that he had a background.
Something like that, and then I go back to my hotel room and go to sleep and wake up in the middle of the night, like. Having a nightmare of going back to jail for something that I didn't do, I didn't understand. I was in those dreams. I was always trying to get back to the life that I built.
Wow.
Migraines. I ended up in the ER a few times, and it was all because I was afraid that what I was building would fall apart if word got out on my past. And when I was about to graduate from Temple University. I went through this whole interview process, and I interviewed with a company called Arthur Anderson. Back then, it was what was the Big 8 accounting firm. My undergraduate degree is in accounting, and I remember I went through the whole process. I get to the last guy who's like the managing guy, and the whole day I'm thinking, should I share my background with these folks? You know what I mean? And I get to this last meeting with him, and finally I'm like, okay, I'm gonna tell this guy. So I start to talk to him about my past, about going through the education release program, all this. And as I'm talking to him, I could see his face changing. You know what I mean? And I was like, okay, I see where this is going. Once I was done, he said, hey, that's an amazing story. And he said, he reached in his pocket. He said, I had an offer letter here all ready to give to you, but I can't give it to you now. I can't take that chance. And from that point, I realized that I was like, I'm not going to share this anymore. If it comes out or if somebody asks it, but I'm not going to volunteer this information. And that's how the secret kind of became, that's how it came to be, really.
But to know that now you've reached a point in your life where you want to tell this story and help so many people, man. I commend you in such an amazing way.
Well, he said he told it, and he said that he was getting an offer letter, and he said, nah, I can't.
And residents of these
messed
facilities
up,
right
though.
now, they need to hear this.
But that's how it be. You gotta make it first. Fake it till you make it. And that's what he did.
Meet your daughter who helped inspire this process.
Yeah, fake it till you make it.
Coming up, she spent 12 years.
Cause with that word, I had an offer letter right here for you. So you just gave them extra information they ain't even need to know. And now they don't want to offer you the
But shit, by him trying to be as honest as possible, so he can get the fucking reward letter or whatever.
But when are others ever fucking honest? And they be the biggest crooks.
It's starting to address.
That's what I don't be understanding. But you know, you're a black man. You shouldn't. No, I'm not giving y'all nothing extra. I'm already black.
You know, you're right. You might have
Like
a point.
I'm not giving y'all nothing extra. You find out. You find out. Like he said, I'm not volunteering.
When you shop at Target,
Giving no information because that shit backfired. Now here he is, 63. I don't know how old he is, but shit, you feel me? Old enough to where he's secure and he's good. Now he's like, okay, I can share my story because it ain't nothing you can do now. But before, back then, it was, and you missed out on a couple opportunities because,
Exactly.
right, when my background shouldn't matter. If I did the time, I don't be understanding that unless you did some heinous shit. And if you did some heinous shit, you shouldn't be out.
Right.
So if I'm out, my background should not matter. Obviously, it wasn't too harsh that the niggas in keep.
the bladder control aisle. You won't shop here again.
At this
Your
point, I
private
get
business
out.
is your
I'm
own.
changing my
The
name.
constant struggle is over. Now
All
there's a
kind of
better
shit.
way.
Because,
It's HDIS. We home deliver bladder
no,
control
they be trying to
products.
just hold stuff
We
over people's
understand
head. I
how
already
you
did
feel.
my time for the
For over
crime.
25 years, we've home delivered
Like, that's
to
not
many
fair.
of the 20
That's not
million
fair at
Americans who
all.
deal with incontinence. We offer all brands. We pay shipping and use plain, unmarked
That's
boxes.
exactly how it
If we can
be.
help you or someone you care for, call for your free product sample
It
pack
really
and
is.
$45 in money-saving coupons. Our counselors will help you choose the right
You
product.
do all the stuff
And
in
unlike
there
stores,
to
we're always
be
in stock.
good.
You'll
And
get what you need.
what about that shit?
Satisfaction
Where's
guaranteed.
that shit at? Where's my
HGIS,
certificate for
the
that
better
shit?
way.
For your free sample pack with your free catalog, $45 in money-saving coupons, and free product samples, call 1-800-201-7953. That's 1-800-201-7953.
You're pulling Harry.
I'm cool. You said they took the offer letter.
Huh?
That's not funny, though. He just said that they took the offer letter back. Like, that shit wild. He said, I won't be sharing nothing else.
Nope. He said, I'm not putting myself in that situation again.
Family.
Bruh.
Welcome to our virtual family. Still the best energy on TV, and we're back with the inspirational story of reinvention and redemption revealed in the new book, Jump, My Secret Journey from
I
the
think I
Streets to
wanna
the
see
Boardroom.
this, though.
The authors, Jordan Brand Chairman Larry
It's a
Miller
book.
and his
It's a
daughter
book.
Lila
I don't
Lacey
know
are
why
here
I
to
said
make some noise for such a beautiful family. And I got so many questions. I mean, I
It's him
love
and his
y'all
daughter.
relationship. I love
Nick
even when we
do the
came back
most.
from commercial, right, when we went on.
I said it's just him and his daughter.
That's what me and my
Nick
son
doing the
me and my
most.
daughter
So we're
do.
such a
So,
beautiful
like, I love
family.
that you guys embrace each other in that way and are so close with such a remarkable journey. And Lila, you're the one that convinced your dad to tell this story. Please, one, how did you convince him, and why was it so important for you, for your father to tell this story?
I convinced him by just kind of really showing him how impactful and how inspirational he's been for me and for my family, and how other people I really thought needed to hear that. And the more we discussed it, and he took time. It took quite a while, but eventually he understood how much power was in his story and how many people he could help with it. So it took a little time for him to evolve and to embrace the idea, but once he was there, he was all in.
One of the most powerful stories in the book, and Larry, I gotta ask you about this, man, like how the secret came out. And that moment when, this was the anxiety that was building up for 50 years for you, how did it all come about?
We had worked on it and got it to a certain point, and I realized, like, okay, if we're going to do this, there's certain people that I want to talk to before we go all in. And so, Michael Jordan and Phil Nash were two people that I reached out to first.
You had to tell Jordan about this past, man, like.
And he I told him, I said, hey, my daughter convinced me to do this, and I kind of told him about it. And then when I got done, he said, you know what? I said, what's that? He said, I agree with your daughter. You need to tell this story. And he said, and I'll be there to help however I can. And Phil Knight, the same thing. And I think if either one of them had been reluctant or had pushed back, I probably would have been a little reluctant. I guess.
He was scared, but he said that won't be happening again to me. But times are different now. People want to hear about, you know.
No matter what, you can always get a second chance.
For real. That one guy said he was in prison. He started selling cars.
In prison?
No, when he got out. Like he just started with one car he bought for like
this is new information.
I forgot what he said, but he got his first car for like a couple thousand. Then from that one, he got another one. And just, you know, kept building and going.
Was willing to forgive me is the most important thing that came out of it for me because, you know, I feel like, you know, I had to, in order to move forward, I had to figure out how to forgive myself. I believe God has forgiven me. And then to have the family forgive me as well, that was like, I couldn't have asked for more.
As a beautiful, God bless family such as
See, that's exactly why he didn't want to tell his story.
And almost, I mean, it
That
brought
right
tears to
there,
my eyes
that's
because as a
That
father,
right
it
there.
hit home. And I want to talk about this because I
This
honestly
is with his name on it. I mean, at this point, we probably
your words
should.
in the book, you said my father
I
is
mean,
like
you
a
support a
special
black
guest
man.
in the
He
story
came from a long way in prison.
We've been supporting. He
And
the one who
someone
made
has,
Jordan.
You know, unorthodox family and
I
lots
want
of
people to leave it
children.
like this.
And you use the
He's really
term
supportive.
Disney dad. And
Who,
that's
Jordan?
You know, the Disney
No, him.
dad is someone who. You
I
know,
thought they
the
said that
fun
Michael
dad,
Jordan only
the
made
guy
issues
comes
for
over
white
on
kids.
weekends with the candy and the
That's what I
pizza.
heard.
And
I
I would love to know
mean, you could
if
tell
this
by the
relationship,
price
and I know
tag
you
that
guys
they
have a lot
won
of
for
ups and downs
us.
over the years, but to see your strength now,
Shaq made
what
his
was
shoes for
probably
us. We
the
ain't want
most
them.
important thing.
So, I mean,
that the relationship was able
he
to
knew
be
what
this
audience he was
healthy
going
right
for,
now.
but he also knew
Oh, there's so many things.
his people too, I feel
I
like.
learn from him every day. I'm still constantly
Shit.
learning from him.
We camp outside for
What
some
type of
J's.
person I want to be
Well,
and how
somebody
I
will.
want to move throughout life and how to treat people.
I won't.
And
I ain't never camped
how
outside for no
not to treat
J's, and I
neither.
never will.
And so
But,
it's really
you know,
difficult to
some
pick
people
and
be on
pinpoint
that.
one thing.
Right.
He's just a constant inspiration to me and to our whole family, which is really what gave me the idea to start writing this book so that we could share that inspiration.
Well, thank you. I mean, Doc, get this book. I mean, like I said, it's definitely one of my new favorites.
Nick be saying everything his favorite on there. You know what I'm saying? Nick be saying everything his favorite on there.
Where?
On the show. He just said the book his new favorite.
Oh. Ain't that what you were supposed to say?
Exactly, but Nick's so fucking obvious.
We put a lot of stress on our feet. It's no wonder they ache. Arch Fit shoes from Skechers distributes weight across the arch for all-day comfort. Plus, many are machine washable. So give yourself true comfort and podiatrist certified arch support with Arch Fit footwear from Skechers.
We're not done yet. There's more to come.
In 15 years, you've drank about 15,000 cups of coffee. So Colgate created new Simplified Pro Series toothpaste with a power journal 15 years of fame. With Pro Series Smile, new Colgate Simplified Pro Series.
Yeah, dude, that doesn't look good. I know what to do. We'll go to cashnetusa.com. I can apply minutes, and if approved, I can have the money as soon as the same business day.
Go to cashnetusa.com to apply for the money you need.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You
What
may
kind
even
did
be able
you
to build
use?
your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, personal loan.
The back is perfect. Like, this
Yeah,
is
no,
stand
that
up
shiny
with the
gem is
stretch
about
and
to
all.
be
Like,
shit.
go to the back. The back is there for the lift.
Helping
But
me
baby hairs in
tabs
front.
on my cast health. Go to prettylitter.com to try it and see why
But I
it's
have
the
nothing back
best.
there.
If you don't mind me
saying, probably better not to take flights with criminals.
Has got an army. We can't stop him. We have to try. Kung Fu. New episode this Wednesday at 9, 8 Central. Only on the CW.
Are you ready to make some chocolate magic?
It's do or die.
This is insane.
Great Chocolate Showdown. New episode this Saturday at 8, 7 Central.
I think we're in a lot of trouble. The whole town.
Riverdale. New episode, new night. Sunday, March 20th.
Oh my God, Brittany, I'm gonna miss the brunch.
There it is, y'all. Such an amazing show. We talked about that mogul momentum, that manifestation of
Oh, that's this Sunday, ain't it?
limitations. And I gotta thank my guests for being here today. Of course, Lila and her father,
Oh, did you schedule, right?
Larry Miller.
No, bitch, we going.
We gotta thank Suzanne Summers.
But
People have no limitations, and I believe Oprah Winfrey said it best. She always gives us inspiration, but today's inspiration is I don't have any limitations on what I think I could do or be. There it is. Fine example in Mr. Miller, fine example in Suzanne Summers, and a fine example in you. You can do whatever you want to do. Just have that momentum, that motivation.
Oh.
I don't like to say goodbye, but I say see ya, and y'all can sing along. Let's go. Incredible.
Nigga Nick just be wanting to sing.
Basically, and they let him.
Stay in the know with the new
Really?
ABC
It might be
21 News app.
Would you like to
Download
sing?
today.
Just one about
Viewer discretion is advised.
Just a little bit. But I can't.
It's cool, just leave it and I'll use my edge control.
Yeah. And that either. You got me now?
Can I play for me? We're gonna put that here.
We gotta talk. I'm concerned about Stewie's preschool. Look what they're serving at snack time.
Is that?
It's dog milk. They're serving dog milk to our children.
Oh, sweet milk.
I don't want Stewie in that school anymore. It seems like it's really gone downhill.
She's not wrong to worry. There's a sign in the bathroom that says, if it's brown, let it mellow. Sometimes it crests the toilet lid.
Peter, I think we should send Stewie to Corridors. I know it's a little pricey, but it's the best preschool in the area.
Really? Is it the one where they make him dress in the little shorts and hats like the guy in AC/DC?
Yeah, why does he wear that outfit?
Because he rocks.
Yeah, but the 10 would have been Lacey's sword. The 8 would have definitely been Lacey's sword.
Yeah.
You know what seems like a lie to me? A forever stamp that says love on it.
You want to go ahead of me?
Hey, how are you? You know what seems like a lie to me?
I can help the fourth person in line.
1, 2, 3. Yes! Cleveland, you work here?
Yep, finally landed myself a job. Hey, what can Brown do for you? That's our competitor, though. I'm not supposed to say that. It's grounds for dismissal if anyone ever got fired here, but they don't.
Well, good for you. Oh, can I get a return receipt for this? It's Stewie's registration form for his new school.
Little Papa Stew's off to college?
No, just preschool. He's very young. Can you just charge me my weirdly uneven price so I can be done?
All right, that's $2.16. $4.37 if you want to send it the priority.
Oh, no, we gotta start saving our pennies now that we're sending Stewie to a new school. I'm actually doing some job hunting after this.
Let's go up there!
You know, Lois, the post office is hiring.
Really? Oh, wow, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'd be happy to get you an interview. And as a white woman, you'd be a minority here. Unless you're an alcoholic.
Oh, man.
Wow, this place is really fancy. Their flat Stanley is actually award-winning actor Stanley Tucci.
Sometimes I wear glasses, and sometimes I don't.
Hi, I'm Charlie. I've been kidnapped 3 times because I come from money.
Oh, yes, I've heard about your family. You've had two
Yeah,
older
no.
brothers die of drugs?
No,
That's
I
right.
feel like this side
Stewie,
is
what would you
longer.
say to a play date at my house tomorrow?
That sounds delightful. My word, it feels so good to finally be where I belong. Like Judd Hirsch at the gigantic sweater store.
Hi, all five of us are Judd Hirsch. Do you have a sweater big enough to fit all of us? Okay, everybody climb in. I can't wait to spill soup on this. Okay, Judds, shamble away.
Good having you aboard, Lois. Let me show you around. That guy right there, Lurie.
Okay, got it. And what's this giant empty football stadium-sized room?
Oh, the post office anticipates that within the next 5 years, at least 200 million men in this country will be ordering and receiving real dolls. Every man will have 7 to 9 real dolls. Asians, blonde Southern girls, blonde Asians
Bro, that
capable
shit
of
is
performing
creepy. That
every
shit
possible
happened.
sexual act, or at least incapable of refusing. You can put one in your
That's
car
all?
and drive in the carpool
Yes.
lane with it. And then maybe you
That
push
is
your head
going
down,
on
thus
now
defeating
in
the purpose
life.
of the carpool lane while fulfilling the purpose of the real doll. Maybe a trucker goes by. You say, hey, Janine, give him a show. Maybe later you ask yourself some tough questions like, why is it so important to you to impress and excite truckers? Anywho, grab that letter opener. I'm going to show you why you should never mail cash.
Yeah, they been saying all type of shit on this motherfucker. Stating facts
Them
though.
and the Simpsons. That shit is
Thanks for coming over,
crazy.
Stewie. Oh, thanks for having me. Quite a place you've got here. Your mother seemed nice.
Yeah, I've only met her a couple of times, but yeah, this is my bedroom.
Is that car bed a Bentley? Is that guy the driver?
Ready for this evening's trip to Snooze Town, sir?
Not yet. Sadly.